at least having here as like a backup, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. Feeling that was not it just yet, but let's see. Is that actually it? I don't think so. I think I still have to get Robotnik, or otherwise that might be bad ending. Let's see. What we got? Probably gonna have to start fighting Robotnik on the move now. Yeah, I'm blowing up the space. Okay. Yep, alright, the Death Egg Zone. Okay. Oh shoot, what do I want to do now? Let me at least take a look around. Nope. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, well that went well. Okay, alright, so we're just literally jumping straight into the action. No rings. Pretty much gonna be treated as like a death of Okay, but I also gotta keep in mind that, like, he can jump as well too, so that's what I gotta keep in mind. A little too soon. Yeah, you're going now, Sonic. Okay, and I can't get in while he's still fighting, while he's still, like, coming down for a landing. There's a no. And okay. Alright, looks like I can't really charge him for can't hit him from the rails. I gotta hit him from the pins. Not bad. Maybe it's the best. So I can try and get it better. Damn. Okay, yeah, so I'm right. Okay, so I can hit him, but I just can't get to the back of his wheels. If I get to the back of his wheels, then I gotta do is try to hit his face. That's what I gotta try. Like that. Okay. Okay, so I gotta keep that in mind. You can also shoot spikes.
here. Really? That was it? Where do you think you're going? Or not? Nope. Okay. Now, what do I do here?
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it.
SEGA!
Okay. Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess. So alright, so pretty much want to gather and everything. Like, looks like this guy attacked the belly, and the things I don't attack the claw. Probably what it is. Okay, that was my fault. Alright, that was my own fault. Whoa! Ooh! Ooh, okay. Oh. Okay, good going, Dr. Eggman. I actually did not see that coming, so you know what? GG. GG, Eggman, you got me there, actually. I did not see that coming, actually. Okay, that's another thing I gotta... Alright, okay, that's another thing I gotta keep in mind if I was to actually go to, like, the direction that Robotnik will be facing and such, so good to know. Okay. Ooh, alright, nice one. Ooh! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, good news is, I am slowly starting to get, like, I am slowly starting to understand, like, Robotnik's, like, strategy and such. So so pretty much one day I will be able to, like, beat him. The only thing I just gotta work on is just pretty much, like, knowing when to jump, like, as soon as he, like, shoots his arms out. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Alright. The big new strategy is try not to jump for the left arm. I think that's what it should... I think that's what this is telling me. Okay, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. We should be getting closer. Concentrate. We did it! We did it! Holy, alright, we did it! Woo! Oh, Eggman, seriously? I know, but... Alright, we did it, but we did not get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, so I know that technically we're gonna get like the somewhat good ending, but kind of bad ending as well, so... Sonic. Don't forget the onion rings. Alright, what do we got? I mean, this is pretty cool. Cool art style. Technically, I should be on fire now. Dude. Alright, well, I can tell you one thing. I'm never gonna have a lot to edit here, and depending on like how long this finale is gonna be, it's never gonna be a two-parter one way or another. I can definitely feel it. So, alright, looks like that's it for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Sega Genesis version of it. And, yeah, that's cool. We did it, Sonic. Alright, so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis. Was it better than the Master System? Fuck yeah. Honestly, literally, like, ever since I've done, like, the first 2 zones and everything, I've automatically understood why this game is so beloved. Not only among the Sonic fans, but just pretty much gamers in general and everything, like... pretty much from everything the team had to do to like improve from Sonic the Hedgehog 1, they definitely improved upon it by a lot and everything. Like, no questions about it and everything. Like, graphic-wise, like definitely a big upgrade. The music is still just as awesome as like pretty much as much as like the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and everything. Like. Honestly, the boss battles and especially that final boss battle with Eggman and everything was the only reason why I wasn't really like pulling my hair out or anything like that, because the music was still like very awesome and everything, and even just like getting into the airship as well too, like pretty much the getting onto it's like an airship as we pretty much as I was getting ready for phase 1 of the Robotnik fight and everything. Like, that was actually very cool to listen to and everything. Like, yeah, for the most part, like each of the stages were pretty much cleverly designed and everything. Like, pretty much it does feel like that within like this Sonic the Hedgehog game and everything is that like most of the zones do their best to like pretty much accommodate for Sonic speed and such and everything. Like, there was only a few times I could think of, like especially the airship one and everything, to where like you are gonna have to go a little bit slow at some aspects and everything, unless you want to like, you know, fall off the edge and everything, like, and having to redo like certain parts all over again and such. Like, but for the most part and everything, like, yeah, like most of the zones and the levels that I found and everything, like, pretty much match up Sonic speed as best they can, and the bosses were actually like very fun as well too. Like, for as much as I did make fun of Eggman for like not being a threat on like a couple of the zones and his boss battles and everything, some of them were actually pretty creative. Like, my favorite one being the one where like he had to shoot the fire out from the cannon and everything, and little snakes that would sometimes come out of the lava and such. To even the final battle, provided some like a very good challenge and everything, to where like pretty much once I understood like what I needed to do and everything, and try to find the right like timing to like get on him and like hit him and everything, like pretty much the boss battles like were still presented to be as fun like as they were in the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and everything. So yep, there it is, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now let's see here. I do think there should be like a little ending, like showing it. Like, I actually didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, so let's see like if they show it or not. Nah, it just goes back to the title screen. Alright. Alright, so pretty much like yeah, here. So that way we won't hear the title too much. Actually, let me check something real quick. It says verse. Oh, cool. Okay, so I can actually pick the stage. I can actually pick what kind of stage I want then. Oh, that's neat. Alright. Well, actually, I'm just gonna go on an Emerald Zone anyway and everything, and I'm just gonna like hit the pause button and such. So, alright. So anyway, alright. So continuing on, like my other pros for this game and everything. Like I said, level design was very well done. Graphics again were a lot more crispier, or at least like, you know, better than the first one. Let's see here. Is there anything else that... honestly, like, yeah, the special stages, I will say, like, much better than the special stages in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Like I said, I still have no doubts I'm gonna be needing lots of practice on those, like, special stages, especially like, you know, trying to memorize like where those like rings were and everything. So I would have like I said, I have no doubt in my mind and everything that like those special half pipe stages are definitely going to be the ones I'm going to save state a lot when I get back to like, you know, playing this game for the Sonic Marathon and everything. Because like I said, we're definitely going to need lots of practice and everything. And I can only imagine like how much of a hair pulling it is still like, you know, it is. How much of a hair pulling it is today and everything, just to like try to finish those like half pipe stages and try to remember where most of those rings were and such. So at the very least, at the end of the day, I am glad that like I was able to at least get one Chaos Emerald and such during this like playthrough and everything. So I will like, you know, so I will at least like pat myself on the back for that and everything. The only one little like nitpick I do have with this game is that like I don't, honestly, I don't remember this being the case in, like, the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and everything, but at this point it kind of feels like Sonic's traction is a lot more, like, slippery in a way, like, basically the way that, like, Sonic stops and everything, he reminds me a bit of, like, Luigi from Lost Levels, but I will give SEGA this, that, like, unlike Luigi and everything, like, it was a little bit easier to control Sonic once I understood, like, when he might actually stop, or when it was time to, like, stop running before, like, he might, like, slip off the platform, and pretty much I might, you know, end up falling to my doom and such and everything. But it is one slight nitpick I do have with it and everything. It's just, like, the traction does get a little bit time to, like, get used to it and everything, cause, like, yeah, even in the Master System, like, even in the Master System, when I played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and everything, I don't remember Sonic being, like, that's slippery, or at the very least, like, you know, what pretty much when he stops, it almost feels like you're, like, stopping an airplane or an actual race car and such. But I guess it's to be expected and everything, because, like, you know, he literally is the fastest thing alive, and, you know, usually when you're trying to stop something that fast and everything, they're still gonna go a little bit fast before, you know, they get, like, a screech to a halt and such, so, outside of that, like, I can't really think of any other faults I have with this game and everything, like, I had a lot of fun and everything. I'm definitely looking forward to, like, coming back to this game whenever I have the chance. And you know what? Like, this is definitely one of those games where, like, I might actually just, like, play myself and everything whenever I have the free time and, like, just practice these levels on my own and such, like, for my own enjoyment. So, for my first impression ratings of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, let's see here. You know what? Like, yeah, I definitely still had a lot of fun at the end of the day. I can't really think of, like I said, like, that nitpick I had with Sonic's traction, that was basically the only, like, nitpick I ever had in this game and everything. So, you know what? I think it's fair for me to give this game a solid 9 as my first impressions and everything. So, the rating could change and everything, you never know, but at least from where I stand over there, and based on how much fun I was having, like, playing the game, I think a solid 9 out of 10 is definitely a good call to give to this game, so. Alright, well, that will do it for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, everybody. So, we have basically finished up this Sonic game and everything. Now, the next Sonic game that is coming up for the gaming channel, I don't know when yet, is going to be Sonic CD for, well, the SEGA CD. So, I am going to try and see if, like, the CD version will actually work on this SEGA emulation that I'm using to, like, to basically play the SEGA games in the first place and everything. If for some reason that doesn't work, I do know that, like, Sonic CD was actually included in, like, the, Sonic Origin package and everything, which actually did came into, like, to which I can actually buy it off on Steam and everything. So, pretty much, like, you know, if the CD version doesn't work on, like, you know, the emulation, then at least I have a backup version just in case and such, so pretty much, like, yeah, that'll be the next Sonic game coming up real soon. I don't know when yet, but now that we're done with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and everything, basically, you guys have been waiting long and hard. You guys have been waiting long for this, so coming up real soon, we are finally going to go back to do the Humongous Entertainment Marathon, and I did take a look that, yes, up next is going to be Pajama Sam 2, Thunder and Lightning Aren't So Frightening. And that's the Humongous Entertainment game that I don't recall playing that much. I think I did play it once. So it is definitely going to be like a semi-blind Let's Play for me once, pretty much once we get to that game and everything. So, definitely look forward to that if pretty much you're interested in me and, like, seeing if the sequel to Pajama Sam, basically was a very good follow-up to one of my childhood classics and everything. So, if you guys are looking forward to that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, list them in the comments or on YouTube or on my Facebook page. And if you guys like movie and TV show reviews, check out my main channel where I mostly do that. Or check them on the Barney's Co-op channel, Review Bros, where we review movie, TV shows, music, and books together. And you can also check out our gaming channel, or at least our co-op gaming channel, Super Retro Brothers. Which pretty much by the time that this comes out and everything, Barney is still doing a Let's Play on Mario Kart for the DS and everything. And coming up pretty soon. We don't know when yet. But I also got my racing game picked out as well too. And much like Barney, I'm also going to shoot to try to go for 100%. So, hopefully depending on how the game will treat me and everything, you never know. Maybe I might still go for 100%, or maybe I might just say, fuck it, and, just not do, and basically just, complete the game, the way, and basically just, give up on the game and such, so. But, until then, this has been Sakura Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys at the Humongous Entertainment Marathon with Pajama Sam 2, Thunder and Lightning Aren't So Frightening. And I'll let you guys know what the next Let's Play will be and everything, because I do have a couple games in mind. It just all depends. And like I said, Mario Party 3 is not dead as of yet. When it comes back, we'll definitely, basically me and Barney will definitely let you guys know. So, until then, take care everybody, and bye-bye.